All right, guys. So I'm going to teach.
Okay, just move all this around and just wait for people to join the chat. Then we can get started. Oh wait, a trade just happened. Oh my God, Bill Walton just got traded. Bill Walton just got traded. Wait, the Kings are getting the Kings are getting 8 first round picks for Bill Walton. What the hell? Okay, let me just. Okay, uh, Bill Walton. Wait, I wonder if do the Hawks even have the cap for that? Uh, I don't think so. Okay. Um, okay, I think they have to throw in Sidney Wicks, yeah. God damn, 8 first round picks are being sent to the Kings. It's wild. Okay. Um, okay, let's just assume Sidney Wicks is gonna be. Okay, so they're sending. Oh, the Warrior. Wait. God damn. So the Warriors want their 83 pick really badly, apparently. Because they're sending. Okay. Wait. Okay. Let me just figure out where all these picks are, because I'm. What the hell? Currently owned picks. Okay. So the Warriors have. Okay. Which picks do the Warriors have? Let me check out the Warriors. The Warriors sending away 3 firsts for that. Uh, yeah, because wait. So the 2023 is right there. The Warriors. Okay, no, I think the Warriors are only sending back Kings first, I think. And then the Hawks are sending 7 first. Okay, and okay, all that was confirmed. Okay, Okay. Let me just put this in announcements. I mean, that's a lot of picks. Uh, I doubt the Hawks picks are okay. Magic and Walton. Just need to process this. Wow. Okay. This is so weird. Whatever. Let me just put it in. Okay. Okay. Let me stop having conversations and just. Okay. Let me just put this in. I spent too much time. Ready. Okay. So I think yeah, that's 81. Damn. Then they have 81 king. How do the Hawks still have a ton of purse, man? It's wild. Okay, so the 80 Hawks pick is in it. 80 Hawks. Wait. Whoa. What am I doing? Okay. None of the Lakers picks are even involved, but I mean the Lakers are gonna be good anyway, so whatever. But um, the 83 War. I'll just put the 83 Warriors pick in this, and we'll bring in the Warriors, get them out of the way, because I have to do this in two parts. Uh, so the Kings get back their own pick right there. Boom. Kings get back their own pick, all that. What am I missing? So I did both Kings picks, and I did the first Warriors pick. I'll do the Hawks pick separately, actually. So I can just get all the Warriors stuff out of the way. Then the last Warriors pick, which should be 82. Yeah, 82 goes to the Kings. Okay. This is so complicated. So right now then we'll just send over 80 Hawks, and then they'll get 3 more Hawks picks in a further deal. Okay. Spend 11 minutes and haven't really done anything yet just because of this crazy Walton trade, man. I think that's everything, right? Okay, so boom. Okay, and now the Kings. We got 2028 second. Uh, don't worry about the seconds if anyone's watching me put in this trade right now. That's just the only way I can like get in the other 3 first. I swap the seconds, then I swap them back, but I attach the 3 first like this. So yeah, 81, 82, 83. Boom, and then I send back that King's second transaction report just to make sure it was okay, it was the right seconds. And quickly, I do have to put in Spurs rotation. Actually, I forgot to do that, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And just like that, Magic Johnson, Bill Walton, front court. Ooh, I thought they were gonna be kind of mid this year, but I mean, yeah, damn. There we go. Let me quickly do Notorious W's. Let me just quickly check Breezy's picks again, because he still has like 5 picks is still a good amount. Okay, let me do the Spurs thing first, then I'll do the Huskies. I wanted to start this way earlier, but yeah, crazy stuff happened. What are you gonna do? Uh, 6 there, 12 there. Okay. Coach Oscar Robertson is coaching Kareem. That's kind of funny. Um, oh, that's good. Let me actually. I have to quickly. Sorry that's taking so long, but um, something crazy. happened- Something else crazy might happen actually. Uh, the the Spurs may be eligible to run a certain system. It's pretty notorious. Okay, so Nixon doesn't count, but uh, the Spurs barely miss out on 7 seconds or less. Okay, I'll give the Huskies. King is making the switch to power forward. Okay. Okay, 20 minutes in, and I think we're almost ready to start. Uh, Okay, you know what? Caleb sends in a rotation. He sends in a Oh, okay. He just sent in. Okay, I'll do Caleb's rotation quickly, and then we can start. Hudson down there. Did I do that right? Or I'll just give them to Hanson, I guess. Or Jones. Wants to remove the secondary position from Jones. Hanson already has it removed, and everything else is good. Okay, and one last thing, and then we can start. Carlover wants to know his picks, and then we will be good. Uh, I'll send it to him at the trade deadline. Okay, let's get started. Oh, okay, so who do we want to start? I want to start with the Spurs. Um, I want to go a bit farther in, actually. So, actually, well, you know what? Let's do a game in week one. Um, just because it's week one. Spurs Huskies could be our opening game. Yeah, let's check it out. And it's pretty close. 3-point game. The newly formed super team Spurs versus Bernard King and the Toronto Huskies. King is not out there. Let me just okay, King is fouled out. Looks like fouling. Actually, it doesn't look that bad, but yeah, he's fouled out. First game. Jones was bringing up the ball and he gets fouled by Kareem. I don't know if I want to watch this without King, to be honest, but whatever. Let's see what Winters can do. Can't finish. Kareem. The volume's just a bit high. Let me just for the crowd. It's like drop it. There we go. Ly Williams to Kareem. Kareem. Puts it up and in. 1-point game. Stolen by Bobby Jones. Okay. Kareem, slam, and a 1-point lead for the Spurs. Yeah, they just look way better than the Huskies right now. Which makes sense, especially since like the Spurs are already probably a way better team, and the Huskies don't have Bernard King right now. So yeah, Bobby Jones wins Player of the Game in his Spurs debut. 18 points. He probably has a ton of rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks though. He's a stat sheet filler. Jones can't finish. Kareem, Nixon. Ly Williams going to the line. First free throw is good. And so is the second. Winters to Herrera, and he hits it. Roberto Herrera to Bio, the huge three, and it's a tie game. Let's see if the Spurs can hit a game winner here, or if we'll be going to overtime. Nixon to Kareem. Nixon for three. And we have a buzzer beater in our first game back. Norm Nixon with a buzzer beater three. Damn. Huge three from Norm Nixon at the buzzer. And the Spurs win their first game with Bobby Jones. Okay, Kareem, pretty solid game. Bobby Jones, 18, 13, 8 assists, 5. Yeah, that play was great. They got it down to Kareem. He drew a double. Nixon went out for three, and yeah, that was a great play by the Spurs right there. And like the box score doesn't look that outstanding for the Spurs. Like that definitely feels like below average for Bobby Jones. So yeah, this wasn't even like the Spurs playing at their best. But just a phenomenal play at the end there. On the Husky side of things, King was pretty good before he fouled out. Herrera Tabio, uh, first game starting for the Huskies, and he was great. He just shot 50, 40, 90 last year. He's a phenomenal shooter, and he had a great game here. Winters, pretty met game by his standards. Yeah, Campy was pretty bad, but okay. Uh, that was a great play to end that game there, man. Okay. Let's take a look at the Hawks too. Another team who made a big trade. And yeah, both Walton and Kareem traded in in less than a year. Hawks Clippers. Yeah, the Hawks are just get killed. Walton does have a huge game. But they lost by 56. Magic, or I guess Irvin, in his NBA debut, 9 assists, did have 5 turnovers, but solid game. Uh, Buse needs to be better, and on the Clipper side of things, Gilmore, Hollins, Tomjanovich, Lucas, even like Phil Tolistrup. Yeah, the Clippers are still one of the most dominant teams in the league. Hawks Hornets. And the Hornets take home the W. Magic has 29. That's probably the most he scored so far. He's averaging 18, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds, 2 steals. Not great efficiency. Not terrible, except outside of that three. The three is pretty bad. Uh, yeah. Looks like he had a pretty solid game here. Walton is having his best year so far, at least like volume wise. His free throw percentage is way down, but I mean, makes sense. It's probably like the most shots he's ever gotten so far, since it's clearly the worst roster. Okay, on the Hornets side of things, yeah, Bob McAdoo, the MVP, he's out for. He was not satisfied that second round exit, and yeah, prepare for another great Bob McAdoo season. Do want to see how is Oscar Schmidt to start off the season? Okay, pretty solid. And the Hornets are actually 5-0 to start the year. Okay, Hornets Lakers or Hornets Braves. I want to see the Braves actually. now that they're not tanking anymore. And the Hornets start off 9-0. There's actually three undefeated teams through the first, I guess, 2.5 weeks or almost 3 weeks. Hornets, Lakers, and Spurs have all not lost a game yet. See if that will change here. And it's pretty close, but the Braves are able to edge out the Hornets and the Hornets get their first loss of the year. Alvin Adams having a great start to the season. Bill Laimbeer, seventh overall pick, looks pretty solid right now. Gus Gerard playing great. Mo Cheeks in his second season looks phenomenal to start off. Maxwell, okay, yeah, Maxwell's playing pretty solid. On the other side of things, McAdoo, 34 a game, at least to start off the year. This could cool down, but yeah, McAdoo, it's looking like he's gonna repeat as MVP. English, scoring volume, it's down a bit. The second season on his player cards glitched for some reason, but scoring volume down a bit, but 72% true shooting. He's up to 9 assists per game. Yeah, Cheeks shouldn't have fallen to like what was 8? Yeah, definitely shouldn't have fallen that far. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, your minutes should be normal. I can check again, but your minutes should be normal. And the Hornets get back-to-back losses. Uh, yeah, David Thompson. God damn. Marcus Johnson and Elvin Hayes. Okay. It's a pretty good game from English. He isn't shooting a lot, but he's shooting really well. And looks like McAdoo's efficiency. Well, we have to take all this with a grain of salt because it is just like the first 3 weeks or so. His efficiency so far did look a bit down, but okay. Let me check the Hornets minutes. Yeah, the Hornets minutes look fine. So I don't know. Yeah, and the Lakers are up to 9-0. Check out Leon Douglas. Leon Douglas is averaging 25 and 10 per 36, 30, 12, and 4 blocks. Leon Douglas having a monster season. Greg Ballard, on the other hand, he is averaging 20 plus as well, but efficiency is pretty terrible. Okay, whatever. I want to see Lakers Clippers, I guess. We'll do Lakers Clippers. And the Lakers and the Spurs are still undefeated. Will that continue here? Will the Lakers finally get their first loss of the season? And the Lakers do get their first loss of the season. The Clippers are the 3 seed right now, but they are still very clearly one of the best teams in the league. And yeah, Unseld is a guaranteed triple single now. He really is the Draymond Green of this league. 7, 7, and 7, 2 blocks and a steal. The Lakers finally get their first loss of the year, but they still do have a great record. Lakers versus Spurs, and yeah, the Spurs are crazy, man. Spurs are 17-0 to start off the year. Let me just make sure I didn't accidentally give them 7 seconds or less. Yeah, they have balance right now. You won't have to worry about a Drexler's ring, Ian. The Spurs probably won't let that happen. Wait, I clicked the wrong one. What was it? Spurs Nuggets. Or Spurs Nuggets. And the Spurs have started the season off 20 and 0. God damn. But it looks like the Nuggets. Spurs fourth quarter was insane. Norm Nixon, 40 points. Kareem's stats are way down. But I mean, yeah, Bobby Jones. Okay, see, like this is why I wasn't worried about the Bobby Jones thing. I mean, the assists are still crazy, but the actual scoring stuff, that was just situation. 18 points per game for Bobby Jones in like 40 minutes. When he has actual scorers around him, I think that's fair. Obviously, this stuff is still crazy, but at least the scoring stuff, Bobby Jones isn't a broken scorer anymore. But yeah, Bob Dandridge somehow having a career year after the Bob Dandridge randomly having a career year at age 32. The Spurs are crazy, man. Oh, and the Timberwolves are 0 and 19. That's wild. Spurs beat the Nuggets again. Spurs Lakers part 2. Can the Lakers end the Spurs 22 and 0 start? Or will the Spurs go to 23 and 0 to start off the year? And yeah, the Spurs, another win. Kareem. Wow, this team is just so broken, man. There's no way they lose to any of those teams. Maybe Sonics could do something. Spurs are 26 and 0 to start off the year. See the Sonics look pretty solid, but I mean, it was looking kind of close for a second, but yeah. God damn, man. There's just nothing anyone can do. The Lakers and Clippers actually are still not really too far behind. Um, okay. They beat the Bucks. Pretty solid stretch here. Can the Clippers maybe? Okay. Okay. And it looks like the Clippers are going to end the Spurs stretch to start. The Spurs fall to a measly 28 and 1 now. They are beatable. And it wasn't even a close game. 17-point win for the Clippers. Yeah, so I mean, at least they won't go 82 and 0. Uh, okay. I do want to see Johnny Davis 27 a game. Yeah. I predicted this. The first option minutes, Johnny Davis. Or the first option touches, I guess. His minutes are up a bit too, but like it's mainly just the touches. Johnny Davis, um, he's completely broken out into a star. Let's get Spurs Cavs here. And the Spurs beat the Cavs. Okay, so Dennis Johnson did take a leap. At least offensively, yeah. That's pretty cool, but yeah, Gus Williams is great. Brownfield, all that. So Cavs, 21 and 10 seems a bit low for them to start, but we know come playoff time, uh, they're gonna bring it. So don't worry about them. And the Spurs beat the Timberwolves by 58, and Leon Douglas is averaging 30 points, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks. But the Timberwolves are 0 and 30. That's wild. Let's start looking at some other teams who's playing pretty well. The Bucks. Um, let's go actually a bit farther here. Bucks Hornets. Okay, so the Bucks did get a couple losses there, but I mean they're to the Clippers again, and the Cavs, so not really too worried about them. We'll do Bucks Hornets here. Okay, yeah, oh yeah, I'll show the Sonic stats after Ian. Uh, ooh, almost was close, but Hornets pulled away, and yeah, McAdoo's looking closer to his last year stats. Efficiency did go up a bit. Field goal percentage is still down, but oh, he's taking way more threes. Interesting. The 3-point revolution. It's happening a bit early. His 3-point have went up a lot this year. Eddie Johnson should probably be starting for the Bucks, man. He looks great. And so the Sonic stats I wanted to see, right? Sonics are 24 and 13, which is pretty solid. Here are the stats: John Drew, Laskowski, Mickey Johnson off the bench, McGinnis, Merriweather, Ernie, Rollins. All look pretty standard, and Borwinkle looks like he's getting like 8 minutes a game. Uh, Shooting has dropped a lot, but he's still getting 3 assists per game, just 8 minutes. Okay, yeah, oh yeah, I'll show the Celtics. Celtics are 9 and 28. Damn. Sigma didn't really take a leap like I expected him to. Bird is great as a rookie, but Wayne Cooper looks pretty solid. Robert Reed, he takes. Okay, he's actually dropped his 3-point volume a bit, but JoJo White is just really bad point guard. So, oh wait, oh the Celtics might get McHale actually. That would be really funny. Bird McHale Sigma is the most white front court I've ever heard. Magic, 20 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists. Dave Greenwood, 19 and 8. Uh, Bill Cartwright was putting up some solid stats. Jim Paxson, Calvin Nat for the Rockets looks great. Moncrief, 4 steals a game for Moncrief. Moncrief looking pretty good. So a lot of the rookies pretty cool right now. And okay, we'll see. Per 36, 20 and 7 off the bench for the Lakers. Wow. Okay. Oh, and the Spurs lost again. The Hawks in overtime with it took multiple triple doubles. Walton almost had a quadruple double. And the Hawks beat the Spurs by 2. Henry Dickerson had a great game there too. Kareem. Okay. MVP, honest. Okay, who do we think MVP is? Oh, sorry about that. Who do we think MVP is right now? Uh, they're saying Walton. The Hawks are not a playoff team right now. I think I like McAdoo. I don't know if pro I don't know if because Kareem has so much help, man. Kareem has like because Dandridge is having like a career year. Kareem has another superstar, 2 more All-Stars on top of that, and a hella depth. The Hornets, I mean, English probably isn't a superstar. He's like solid number 2. Cowens obviously is gonna win MVP. Ooh, could be Gilmore. Okay, we'll see. A lot of guys it could be. Johnny Davis having a great year. Okay, whatever. Get back to simming. Pacers 25 and 13. It's pretty cool. Blazers 23 and 14. I thought Oberding was washed, but he's back and he's better. He's combining the efficiency from like when like his role player seasons with volume of his of like his star season. So, Olberding, huge bounce back. Issel, okay, okay. So yeah, the Blazers are still pretty good, which is interesting. Let's take a look at Pacers. Uh, let's advance a bit. Pacers, Lakers. Chav, you're gonna get McHale again, then trade him for a random bench piece again. I'm calling it. Yeah, huge win for the Lakers. Moses though, for the Pacers, 27 and 16 on pretty damn good playoff team. Birdsong looks great too. Uh, Billy Knight bouncing back a bit. Still not at like the same level he was in Phoenix, but I think it's a bit better than last year maybe. Okay, since y'all are talking so much about the draft, I'll post the next mock draft later, but actually Kiki Vandeweghe is the consensus number one overall pick. Moses is an Moses is a Moses is restricted, but he's a free agent this year, but he's restricted. Uh, yeah, Kiki Vandeweghe is the consensus number one overall pick. Oh wait, no, 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 no. The Suns suck. No. Sorry about that, but currently the Suns are the third worst team in the West. Uh-oh. The Lakers, uh, I don't think Joe Barry Carroll is gonna fall to them, but the mock drafts have the Lakers getting Joe Barry Carroll, or like, yeah, I don't think he'll fall that far, but if the Lakers get another top pick, man, that Cowan's trade looks so bad right now. He got Henderson on the wheel. That's all he did this offseason. Whatever. One more thing. How do you lose by 23 to the Timberwolves? Goddamn. Leon Douglas getting his trade value up at the very least. Ballard, his efficiency's up a bit. Um, the Bullets lost a game by 23 to the Timberwolves. That's wild. Whatever. Let's just go back to simming. Let's watch a Cavs game. Okay, yeah, I'll show Cavs stats, and then I'll go back to simming. Cavs, Dr. J, doing Dr. J things. Gus Williams uh, is probably one of the best shooters in the league. Dennis Johnson having a career offensive season. Roundfield, yeah. Bob Gross, definitely his best year. How many threes is he taking? Okay, so he's shooting super efficient from three, but not taking a ton. Okay, yeah, whatever. I want to go really far down. Let's get Cavs Bulls here. Cavs get a pretty big win. Dennis Johnson had a huge game. Other side of things, I want to see how Dantley's doing. Okay, looks like he's kind of stagnated a bit. He's probably just going to be around this level. And I do want to, for fun, Adrian Dantley has 3 steals this year. Pretty great. I'll show all the other stats stuff because we're almost at the deadline. But you know what? Fine. I'll just show you the system. But the stats I'll show in a bit. Y'all are running pace and space, which is pretty good. I'm gonna go to the deadline before I show any other stats, because there will be time for... Wait, why'd the deadline get moved before? That's kind of annoying. Oh, wait, wait, never mind. It's always been before, because I was getting confused between the All-Star game and the All-Star voting. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Okay, I think voting is on this day, yeah. Or the All-Star team reveal. Okay, so here are the 1980 All-Stars. Yeah, the deadline has always been before. I was just getting a bit confused. Um, Michael Ray Richardson, we haven't really looked at his stats yet. So that's an interesting one. Johnny Davis, has been having a great year, so not surprised he made it. Oh, wait, the Cavs made a trade. Okay. How many All-Stars did... Okay, wait. Okay. I'll put in the Cavs trade quickly, I guess. So the Kings are sending Mengel, whatever. Perez, Barnhill, and who's the last? McDonald. Um, let's do Portland versus Braves. and then I'll show stats or I'll do standings and stats. We didn't really get a lot of jumps here. Maybe I could have jumped into some of these games, but I don't know. When they're like multiple possessions, I don't really like jumping in because those can become like blowouts really quickly. Or not blowouts, but like not like unwinnable games. Whatever. So let's actually look at the standings now. The trade deadline. The Eastern Conference. Cleveland is still at the top, uh, very close behind the Hornets. And then after that, you got Chicago, Indiana, uh, Milwaukee, and Toronto. Philly and Orlando are 7 and 8. Hawks are 9. Uh, so it looks like Magic still needs to develop a bit more, and they still need to acquire some more depth before they're really at that level. Knicks are 10, Pistons 11, Heat 12, and the bottom three is the Celtics, the Nets slash Wizards, and the Bullets. Okay. In the other conference, Spurs pretty clearly at the top. They have like a 7-ish game lead. I don't know how they haven't clinched yet, but yeah, 50 wins out of their first 54. That's like it's a record similar to like those LL1 deadline records. If you know, you know. Teams used to like they used to have records like that at the deadline where they have like under 5 losses. Um, but the thing is, in that league, there were a lot of fake teams. So the records were a bit inflated, but yeah, I think the Spurs are just seem like they're on another level, and the Timberwolves are on another level of bad at just 1 in 55. It's atrocious. Okay, let's do stats actually. Starting with the Sixers, who record-wise are underperforming a bit but statistically. Pretty good. John Williamson having a career year. Pete Maravich bouncing back a bit. Spencer Haywood having a career year. Ernie Grunfield having a breakout year. Brad Davis is playing pretty solid off the bench too. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't really. Tom Burleson has had a very weird career. He just alternates between being like meh and just straight up terrible. That's weird. Twardzik. Oh wait, yeah, he did, they did trade for him. Yeah. Uh, he's not playing great. Okay. Bucks. Keenan. He's getting really, really good. Bridgman, Scott, Eddie Johnson. Should probably be starting to be honest. He's shooting amazing. Definitely having the best season of his career. Kosic doing Kosic things, and the Bucks just remain a really solid team. Bulls, Dantley. Oh, we looked at him a bit earlier. He's playing just normal. He's just playing pretty normally for his standards. Randy Smith. Uh, Pretty clearly the worst season. Uh, for him, like during the sim league so far. 3-point shot isn't really falling. He's up to 4 steals per game, but yeah, I don't know if he's really like a star or like at least an all-star level player anymore. I think he's like a lower star, like maybe like a high-end sub all-star or something. Toby Knight, uh, pretty solid. Kikanovich, just per 36 is insane. Just being used as a bench spark plug right now. Maybe should be getting a bit more minutes to be honest. Quinn Buckner finally having like a legitimately efficient season, which he should be having considering his ratings. But yeah, it's Kent Benson. Oh, what's Kent Benson shooting from three? Okay, 38%. A bench stretch big. Yeah. Cleveland. We already looked at them a bit earlier. Dr. J, Gus Williams. Houndfield's like sheer volume is a bit down, but I mean that makes sense. He's playing a couple like less minutes per game, and Dennis Johnson shooting more. So I don't think he's really playing worse. He's not really like go get you a bucket type scorer. He's just a play finisher, and he's still pretty much playing at the same level. Yeah, Cavs are obviously still threats to win the title. Larry Bird having a pretty great rookie year. Um, yeah, help around him just isn't that great. Sigma playing pretty decent, but he didn't take like a big leap, which I kind of expected from him, but he is playing pretty decent. Alvin Adams, clear career year, huge step up. I thought he was shooting. I thought he had like a higher 3-point volume. Guess not, but yeah, Alvin Adams, great year. Maxwell, uh, yeah, he's a great complimentary piece. Mo Cheeks having a great year. Gus Gerard, Bill Laimbeer, the rookie. So some pretty great things from the Braves. Ron Brewer needs to be more efficient. they're like a big time shooting guard away from being pretty great. Gerald Henderson is playing terrible, but the rest of the team is playing pretty great. He's like their 10th, ninth or 10th man or whatever. Yeah. Uh, yeah. When I get to the Sonics, I can also like DM you John Drew's stats, so you don't have to go through the video every time. But okay, so the Clippers are still the best teams in the league, and thing I did notice is their three-point shooting has been spectacular. Tom Jonovich, oh, I guess he has been a pretty good three-point shooter, but 43%, huge for him. Hollins is a great shooter. Lucas, yeah. Gilmore continues to play at like a superstar level. Hollins, Lucas, the backcourt. Tom Jonovich, I mean, he like regressed a lot ratings wise, but like play wise, didn't really regress a lot. Holland actually having his most efficient season. Okay, so like a lot of their players dropped in ratings, like rating wise, but they are still playing at a similar level. That's a glitch. Yeah, the Hawks, Walton, having a pretty typical Walton season. Magic, he needs to work on his efficiency, but the counting stats for him as a rookie look great. Henry Dickerson has been super efficient. They just need to get like the pieces around Magic and Walton to be a bit better and wait for Magic to develop up a bit as well. And for the Heat, Michael Ray Richardson having a huge second season. Taking a lot of threes is like if those threes start falling, he'll be on another level. Michael Ray Richardson, 25 points, 9 assists, 5 steals, but 6 turnovers. Wow. Just a wild year. Um, 6 turnovers though is kind of crazy, but 25 and 9 and 5 steals, pretty great for him. So if he can cut down on those turnovers and like get some of those extra 3-point attempts to start falling, he'll probably be like he might like give Gus Williams a run for his money as the best point guard, but um, still has a bit of work to do there. No one else really going that crazy for the Heat. The Hornets, McAdoo having a career year volume wise. Efficiency, okay, the field goal percentage is a bit down, but yeah, he's taking a lot more threes. Schmidt is actually up to 19 a game. Pretty solid. English was looking pretty iffy earlier on, but he's back up to like 19 a game and 71% true shooting. It's career year for English. Dabney, a bit inefficient, but still a nice spark plug. Uh, and Mo Howard, who I've been kind of monitoring because he's always went up a good amount in progs, but he's finally getting to be part of the rotation. So I just wanted to note that. And for the Jazz, Johnny Davis averaging 28 points per game on 67% true shooting, and specifically 46% from three on 9 attempts a game. That is wild. James Edwards isn't putting up like I think it was like 23 a game last as he was at the end of last year, but still having pretty solid year. Scott May, uh, solid. Austin Carr's deal is finally going to be over after this year. Okay, and Johnny Moore as a rookie, 12 assists per game, which is pretty cool. The Kings aren't actually that bad without Walton. Jamal Wilkes, yeah, without Walton taking away touches from him, he's having a phenomenal year. Shoemate, with more touches. He's back to like how he was in Phoenix. Alejandro Urgeles Gibat, who since coming to Sacramento hasn't even really played, is averaging 16 a game on crazy shooting. Steal, I don't even know who this is. Just some generic stretch five. Mengel, who I believe is probably going to be on the move. Okay. Gibat doing that is just super random, but that's cool, I guess. Wilkes, of course, having a great year. Wait, I accidentally accepted. Okay. And George Gervin is averaging 35 a game. Despite how bad the Knicks are playing, Gervin is still dominating. He's probably leading the league in minutes. Tiny, uh, he's still averaging like 20 a game, but I can see a bit of regression, especially in like efficiency. Okay, Curtis Perry, whatever. Temi Adeyemi. I mean, the Knicks are mid, but Gervin still dominating scoring wise. David Thompson. David Thompson is just so absurd as a three-point shooter now. Uh, it's crazy, man. Marquez Johnson, Elvin Hayes. Okay. Yeah, the Lakers are of course still contenders. Uh, Bubbles Hawkins, pretty solid year. Stano, like Greenwood is also playing. Like all of their players are playing pretty well. Guess just not well enough. They probably need to upgrade on Bibby at point guard. Mavericks are terrible again. Gallus shooting a lot more efficiently, and the assists are way up. The turnovers are down. Moncrief as a rookie, crazy steal numbers. Okay, the Mavericks can get McHale. That's a pretty great core to start their franchise around. Nets slash Wizards, pretty typical stats for all their guys except Doug Collins. Looks like he's finally falling off. And yeah, they picked up the CPU gave them Walt Frazier, who Walt Frazier's only 34. I thought he'd be a bit older by now, but yeah, Walt Frazier playing terrible. Uh, yeah, expected from him at this point. The true shooting is down to like sub 40%. Yeah. The Nuggets, 34 and 20, be a bit lower than what I predicted, but other guys are playing pretty well. I guess World Be Free. It's dropped off a bit from last year, but still solid. Okay. They're still a really good team. Maybe they're not like a top end contender though. Pacers, uh, yeah, starting five is playing pretty great, especially Moses Malone. Who looks like he's taking like another leap. Birdsong playing really well, and Knight as their third best player. Grizzlies, the player card's glitched here, but Walter Davis having a great year. Pat Cummings taking leap actually. Their rookie Reggie King. Okay. Grizzlies are still pretty mid, but I mean now they have four solid players instead of just three. So every year it looks like they're just gonna uh, add another prospect, and it looks like all their prospects are playing pretty well for them. The Pistons. Yeah, Lanier isn't really a superstar anymore. Um, Bantam's fallen off a bit. Yeah, the Pistons are just horrendously mid now. Um, okay, King's efficiency has hit another level. Low volume, but shooting really well from three. Look, King's hot. Okay, King's shot chart. Let me send this to Caleb because it's wild. I did that wrong. Okay, man. Bernard King is insane, and uh, at least like Winters isn't shooting like 45, 46, or 47% from three anymore, but he's still playing great. Yeah, the Huskies, 32 and 22, but Bernard King is one of the best players in the world, and they are still pretty good team. Uh, okay, I'll spend a bit more time on the Rockets actually. Uh, John Long playing well, I guess. Westfall, Calvin Nat is a rookie. They probably need Mikhail. They have like good young players. They don't have like great young players though. And they need great young players. Spurs, of course, have been 50 and 4. Great team. Yeah, not only do they have a ton of star power, they have a ton of depth. So yeah, they're a great team. The Suns, uh, just looking mid again, which is tough. But I mean, I guess at least that's probably not going to be like top five odds. Okay, and Ian wanted to see John Drew. Okay. Okay, Laskowski. We already looked at the Sonics, but just scroll down to them again. Yeah, they're just another solid team, and Leon Douglas putting up 30 and 12 on honestly pretty solid efficiency. But of course, his team only has one win, so pretty empty numbers. But yeah, still pretty interesting. Ballard, pretty mid efficiency, but 22 points per game on this team as well. Yeah, and the rest of the rotation just sucks. So that's why they have one win. The Blazers are actually pretty good, and Olberding having a career year. Issel is pretty good. The rookie Larry Knight also looks pretty good. And all of their centers off the bench too. Warriors, Reggie Theus, uh, averaging over 3 more assists per game, so that's pretty cool. Purvis Short upping his efficiency. Bill Cartwright playing solid. They're still bad enough to maybe jump up and get McHale, so he would be huge for them. Michael Cooper putting up like pretty similar numbers to how he ended last year. Paxson having a solid rookie year. Not much else is really going on for the Bullets, who I believe are the second worst team in the league. Okay, so yeah, that sh or you know what? I'll look through league leaders quickly, and then that will be it for stats. So league leaders in points, George Gervin is leading the league in points per game by 5. Second, McAdoo, Thompson, Douglas top 5, King, Irving, Johnny Davis, Kareem, Dave Cowens, Artis Gilmore, Dantley, Keenan. Oh yeah, I'll show award races too. Moses, Walton, and Gus Williams rounds out the top 15. Top 5 for, or top, we'll do top 10 for rebounds. Gilmore, Walton, McAdoo, Malone, Cowens, Kareem, Keenan, Lucas, Douglas, and Lacey. For assists, Mo Cheeks, Gus Williams, Nixon, Johnny Moore, Ernie DiGregorio, Walton, Tiny, rookie Larry Bird, John Lucas, and Irvin Johnson at 10. Steals, Michael Ray Richardson, 4.5. Moncrief, Randy Smith, Bobby Jones, Maxwell, Mo Cheeks, Westfall, Walter Davis, Larry Bird, and Bernard King. And for blocks, Dave Cowens at 5.4, Walton at 5, Cartwright, Lucas Jones, Edgar Jones, who's apparently a rookie. Interesting. So the rest of them. And last one, turnovers. Michael Ray Richardson at 6. Walter Davis also at 6. I didn't notice that. Westfall, Walt Frazier, uh, Sidney Moncrief, Randy Smith, Mo Cheeks, Craig Ballard, Nate Archibald, and Dan Issel. And finally, I'll show award races. Right now, they have Walton at first in MVP. I'm not giving it to him. His team's not in the playoffs right now. McAdoo, Kareem, Gilmore, and Cowens. Um, it's probably going to be between one of these three, maybe like David Thompson or something. We'll see, but definitely won't be Walton or Cowens unless the Hawks just completely turn it around. Rookie of the year, yeah, it's going to be Larry Bird. They have Bill Cartwright over Magic. That's funny. But yeah, Larry Bird, clearly rookie of the year as of right now. Mickey Johnson, uh, saying is going to win sixth man of the year. Probably going to be Dave Logan again. Defensive player of the year, probably Bobby. 4 blocks, 4 steals, pretty crazy. And MIP, um, I'm going Johnny Davis just because he's a bad team merchant. And yeah, Johnny Davis, like his efficiency is way up too. And the Jazz aren't good, but they aren't like a one-win team. Oh wait, and I almost forgot team stats, so that will be the last thing in this video. Let's start with offenses. Best offense, Hornets, Cavs, Spurs, Clippers, Bucks, Bulls, Magic, Blazers, Sonics, Lakers, Nuggets, Pacers, Pistons, Sixers, Braves. Huskies are 16th. It's a pretty big fall off for them. Jazz, Knicks, Rockets. The Hawks are a they aren't like the Hawks are the 20th best offense. Okay. Any notable teams in the bottom 10? Yeah, it doesn't look like there will be. And the bottom two, oh my God. So the worst offense by a mile is the Timberwolves. The Jazz aren't bad. The Jazz are like the Jazz are like a borderline 500 team. That's a huge difference compared to the Timberwolves. The best defense, Spurs, Lakers. Yeah, Spurs and Lakers are clearly the best. Clippers, and while the Grizzlies are a top five defense, and yeah, the Huskies, their offense has completely fallen off. Now their defense is in the top five. Hornets, Braves, Pacers, Nuggets, and Cavs round out the top 10. Sonics, Sixers, Kings, Blazers, and Heat are the other above average teams. The Heat being an average defense is pretty interesting. Celtics around there. The Jazz have the exact same offensive rating and defensive rating. Just a perfectly average team. Hawks are actually a pretty bad offense and defense. And they're only like I guess -4 is pretty bad, but their record doesn't look like terrible, so interesting. Bucks are a pretty bad defense. Knicks, Pistons, Magic are terrible defense. Nets slash Wizards, of course. Bullets are only third worst for defense. The Mavericks are a worse defense than the Bullets, and the worst defense in the league is, of course, the Timberwolves. Net rating, Spurs are on another level. Clippers, Hornets, and Lakers are in a similar tier. Then rounding out the top five, we have the Cavs, and there's a huge drop off. The sixth best team in the league so far has actually been the Blazers. That's so random. Bulls, Huskies, Braves, Nuggets, uh, round out the top 10. That drop off from 5 to 6 is just so absurd. So, yeah, it's pretty clear that the champion is going to be one of these five teams at the top. Outside of the top 10, you got the Sonics, Pacers, Bucks, Sixers, and Magic. Grizzlies also have a positive net rating. The Jazz are exactly at 0. Okay, Hawks have a bottom 10 net rating. It's a huge drop off from the Hawks to the Rockets. Rockets and Warriors are tied. Then there's another pretty sizable drop off to the Celtics. Okay, and the bottom three teams are clearly the bottom three teams. There's a huge gap between the Mavericks and the Heat, another huge gap between the Mavericks and the Bullets, and the biggest gap in the league is between the Bullets and the Timberwolves. The Bullets, there's a bigger gap between the Bullets and the Timberwolves than there is between like the Bullets and um like the Knicks. Or like a better example would be the gap between like the Jazz and the Cavs is less than the gap between the Timberwolves and the Bullets, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, that's it for this stream. I think I covered everything now. And yeah, tune in for second half of the season, which is looking like I can get it done tomorrow, which is yeah, that's great.